Hi everyone! 300th episode of Peter's English podcast has been started! Yes, people, I don't believe, because I've been streaming since June 2024 until now, but I stream every day when I work in the morning, and when I work in the morning, I usually stream for 7 days per week, and then when I work in the afternoon, I don't stream. I usually don't stream and record something. And yes, it's 300 episode today. Oof. I was thinking about the content for this 300 episode of my podcast, and I didn't find something interesting. You can believe me, but okay, let's start. Hi everyone, I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of my own Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is my own English podcast is about my own fairy tales in English, is about my own English novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. It's about learning English and English learning language tips. Okay, and now I can tell you that I've been learning English since August 2022 until now. I like learning English, watching movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English. I like doing my Peter's English podcast, and I like writing, streaming and recording my own English novel, Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. Okay, that was the introduction, the usual stuff. And 300 episode. People, you don't believe me, but when I start to think about the start of this podcast, the start was very funny because I used to use my phone. Yes, people, you hear. Well, I used my phone for doing my podcast. I simply installed the voice recording app from the App Store from the Google Play of my phone, because I use Android phone. Yes, you know it now, and I started to record myself. The first episodes were but okay. I remembered that the first episodes were about Christmas, and I tried to create a fairy tale without preparation. Yes, but it was a disaster. Okay, then I started. Yes, that I used ChatGPT. Thanks to it, I discovered how to create my own Peter's English podcast. That I can create my own English podcast for practicing my English. And I'm doing it until now, and for more than 1 year, and I made 300 episode. Yes, people, this is 300 episode of this podcast. Perfect. I remembered that thanks to ChatGPT, I created this podcast from the zero. Yes, really. because ChatGPT found me on the internet the best free house service, that is Spotify for creators. You can use it, simply create your account. You can use the account of your Spotify. Yes, of course. You have to create the title of your podcast. You have to add the logo of your podcast, description, and you can have your RSS feed. Thanks to it, every podcast app can know about your podcast, and everyone can subscribe you on the internet. And I used Spotify for creators because it was free, and it's free until now, and it's directly connected to Spotify because the owner is Spotify. Yes, I'm talking about Anchor. It was called Anchor before Spotify has bought it, and I really recommend you to use Spotify for creators, this hosting for free RSS podcast, because it's free. It's totally free. Perfect. I remembered my first episodes. The first more serious episodes were about writing my own fairy tales in English. You can find my fairy tales in English. They are available on Wattpad. They are called Peter's Fairy Tales. And I remember that every weekend I was writing, streaming, and recording the new fairy tale for each episode of my podcast, and I recorded every weekend, and then I was thinking about my podcast that I want to practice, that I want to regularly practice my speaking skills in English, and I added my current stuff. Yes, I talk about rambling episodes, and I did a few episodes without the help of AI chatbots, but I use the help of the AI chatbots because I can learn English with them. I can share with you how you can learn with them, and it's great. And yes, my first fairy tales, Peter fairy tales, are about different fairy tales. Yes, I created two series. One series. Yes, two series. One is detective series, and the second one is science fiction series. But these are not. These projects are not my actual projects that I write for this podcast, because I found the best female character that I like, and she is called Viera. She is the vampire girl, and the title of my actual novel is Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. Yes, I can introduce you in this special episode of my podcast, Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. I can simply tell you that I was inspired by the novel from Bram Stoker, Dracula. This novel is about Count Dracula, who lived in Transylvania, in Romania, with his beautiful three vampiresses, female vampires who was his lovers. I think it was they was his lovers. They were very beautiful. They could use their beauty for flirting with boys and drinking their blood. Oh, they were beautiful and dangerous. They could bite you in every time. And I was so inspired by this novel that I created my own main flagship positive hero character, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. Yes, I was inspired by other movies. Yes, like Game of Thrones. Yes, where I hated the end. What happened with Daenerys Targaryen? Yes, this was the next inspiration for Viera the Vampire Girl. And yes, I always talk yes. I always talk yes. What I wanted to tell you, I was inspired by Game of Thrones. And I know what I wanted to say. I always talk. I always make fun of girls that they are beautiful vampiresses. They like to use their beauty for having fun with. For only having fun with boys, that women are dangerous vampires. They can bite you, and they are very bad and evil. And this was the next inspiration for this character, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. And why I choose the name Viera? I was searching for a good Slovak female name. And this name I found in the calendar, in the Slovak name calendar, and I decided that I want to use it. Yet, don't worry, people. I don't added this name because I like the concrete girl with this name. No. I only added this name from the calendar because I liked this name, and that's all about this. And what is Viera the Vampire Diary? This is a comedy, satirical, wild comedy sitcom series. You can found it on my Wattpad, and you can watch it on my Spotify and YouTube, and you can listen to it in every good and bad podcast apps. This novel has 2 books. I decided that I want to create my own series in Wattpad, because now you can create your own series, and I created 2 books. Yes, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary has 2 books now. The first book is called Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. It has 1 prologue created by Microsoft Copilot and 30 chapters that stories created by me. It's my own work. The second book is called, and this was the season 1, yes, the second book, the season 2, it's called The Diary of Viera the Vampire Goddess. It has 1 prologue and 8 chapter stories. The prologue was created by Microsoft Copilot, and the stories, these 8 chapters, were created by myself. The whole novel is created by myself, and I like this novel because it's very wild, it's very funny, wild comedy sitcom, full of absurdist, full of nonsense, and if you have problems with this novel, you don't need to read it, of course. It's the complete Peter's World. Yes, I created my own Peter's World, where you can watch or listen this kind of nonsense romantic wild sitcom series because I like romantic. Yes, I have to tell you that this novel it's not a big story novel like the Lord of the Rings. No, every chapter is different, every story is different, but you have to start with the first book if you want to understand the context, because the Vera was started his career in my novel as normal vampire girl who lives with her parents in East Slovakia in the castle. She was living in the Middle Age, but then she discovers that she wants to be modern and live in the modern times, and she escaped with her best friends. She met her big love, Peter, and here I want to add that Viera is dominant, is dominant, strict. She likes flirting with boys near Peter because she likes when Peter is jealous because she is a big dominatrix. I was inspired. I was inspired by my life, and because in my life women have strong position, and I like making fun of things. I don't want to be offensive, but I like making fun of things. And I created Viera the Vampire Girl, who met her big love, her boyfriend Peter, who is a normal human man like me. Yes, I added myself to my story, and it's not for me. It's not the same Peter, but like me. But okay, I think that for me it means that this Peter it's myself. Yes, it's myself. Okay, it's myself. I added myself to the story, and I added a lot of dialogues in English, and I write with the system that I write in Slovak language, and I use the help of Microsoft Copilot. Thanks to it, it always translates the polite spoken English, because I want to learn from this real English, from the real English story. Because I create the real Slovak story in Slovak, and I can learn from this English version. I've never done it. I never learned from my English versions, but okay. Okay, I was talking about Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. What else? Okay, I've been streaming for 18 minutes and I didn't use the help of Microsoft Copilot or other AI chatbots. The topic is the history of Peter's English podcast. And I started in a very good way, because I was talking about the past of Peter's English podcast, about my... Yes, I can tell you why I'm podcasting. I like podcasting. It's my hobby. But I was inspired by Luke Thompson, because my favorite English podcasts are free. There are Luke's English podcast, All Is English podcast, and Speak English podcast now with Georgiana. Luke Thompson from Luke's English podcast told people create your own English podcast and practice your English with it. And I did it. And I've been doing it for 1 year, and I can tell you about this podcast. Luke's English podcast is very funny, very interesting and educational, British English podcast where you can listen to real British English, how it's spoken, thanks to Luke Thompson. Luke Thompson is an English teacher, stand-up comedian. He is been podcasting for 15 years now, and he has created 959 free episodes. Each episode has at least 1 hour, and Luke has created his premium podcast. It's about serious English learning, because his main goal is speak English like Luke. And I really recommend you people. You can buy it for €6 per month. I pay €4 because I'm VIP. I had a fortune that I started to use it, to buy it ages ago, but I didn't learn from it. Perfect, Peter. You pay for it and you didn't use it. Perfect. But thanks to my paying, I can support my hero Luke Thompson, because Luke, you are doing very good job. Thank you. I want to thank you for all of us learners from the world. Thank you very much. His podcast is very funny, educational. People listen to it. You can find the link in the bio of my social media. The second one is All Is English podcast, and I hope that I've don't forgotten the names of the, but because it's an American English learning podcast. It's about American English, about the American life culture. It has two hosts, Lindsay and Michelle. The girls, you are doing very good job too. Thank you very much. I like your podcast a lot. You can learn a lot of useful English, American English phrases that you can learn. There are a lot of paid content, I think, but I don't know it very good. And the third one is Speak English Podcast Now with Georgiana. Speak English Podcast Now with Georgiana is an American English learning podcast. It's about American English life and culture. It's hosted by Georgiana, very beautiful and attractive American English teacher from the USA. Hi Georgiana, thank you for your good job. You are great too. I like your job too. You are my hero too, with other two my favorite English podcasts. Keep doing your great podcast, because I like it. Okay, I was talking about my favorite English podcasts, and it's funny that I didn't start to learn LEP Luke's English Podcast Premium, and I didn't start it to read my books. I mean my audio books that you can listen to. You can simply yes, I didn't add it, I think, but there are the main goal is that you can buy online your books from a big list of audiobooks. You can download it, you can buy it, download it, and you can keep it forever. You can listen and read in the same time. And now I can speak how to learn English, because I found this information on Viera online. Thank you, Eliška. And jazykový mentoring. This information is for Slovaks and Czechs and Czech people, because you can use jazykový mentoring.sk and viera.online.cz for learning English. There are a lot of free stuff, and you can use the pay stuff too. I really recommend to use it. You can learn a lot, and thanks to them, I've opened my eyes because the first year I learned I used to learn only English grammar, but now I watch movies and series in English. I listen to my favorite English podcasts. I do my own Peter's English podcast. I write my own English novel, web particle diary. Yes, I write it in Slovak, but I can learn a lot from the English version created by Microsoft Copilot, and it's great. Okay, this was yes, I can talk a little how to learn English. There are a lot of topics that you have to learn. You have to practice your listening skills, your writing skills, your reading skills, your speaking skills, your grammar, pronunciation. Now we can start with the listening skills. You have to listen a lot. Use my favorite English podcasts. They are great for listening. And facts and yes, at first, why to learn English? I forgotten to tell you why to learn English. Learn English because English is an international language. Thanks to them, you can have better. You can travel a lot. You can live without language problems. You can without language barriers. You can meet a lot of new people. You can have better paid job. You can visit foreign countries. You can improve your life. You can meet someone as new friend, or you can meet a new love. Who knows? Everything is possible. There are a lot of interesting English content that you can watch and listen, and it's great. This is because the whole internet is in English. And how to listen? I really recommend you people listen and work at home in the same time. What does it mean? It means that you can cook or work in the garden, or you can do your chores at home while you listening your favorite English podcast, and that's great because you don't need to find any time for practicing your listening skills. Simply you can play and cook or clean or vacuum something or doing in the garden, and that's great, and it's interesting and funny. You can believe me, my podcasts are funny for everyone. It's not only for me, it's for everyone. Use it, and you have to do it regularly because you have to practice your listening skills a lot, and you have to see English in content. Yes, in the real context. I mean you have to see how to learn English in the real big content. In the real context. Yes. The next topic is reading. I really recommend you read and listen in the same time. That means listen to your favorite English audiobooks and read English versions in the same time. You can watch movies with English subtitles. Thanks to it, you can practice your reading skills. But I recommend you that you have to practice your listening skills. That thanks to watching your favorite English movies and series, because you have to practice the listening. I don't mean listening. I mean watching in English without any subtitles. Please don't watch movies and series in English with Slovak or Czech subtitles. This doesn't mean that you learn English. Yes, you know. You have to practice your writing skills, and the best idea how to do it is create your own English novel, because you can create your own fantasy world your own word, that can be your own novel, and that's great. I really recommend you to do it, because you have to practice your writing skills. Now you have to practice your speaking skills, and how to do it. Found your own English teacher like me. Hi, my English teacher. Then you can use the help of AI chatbots. Use the help of Microsoft Copilot or ChatGPT or Gemini AI. There are very good helpers. Thanks to them, you can practice your speaking skills in the perfect way and create your own English podcast. Why to do it? Because you can build something real. You can practice for every day. You can talk about your hobby in English, and believe me, it's funny to do podcast. It is. It's at first you will be scared, but then perfect. I like doing by hobby. I like streaming and recording because I can really practice. And yes, and how to practice your pronunciation. You can. I was thinking how to do it, but I think you can do shadowing, but I don't know. I think you can use the help of AI chatbots for this. Yes, because you can play and repeat. Yes, you can play what AI chatbots are saying, and you can repeat after them. Why not? It's a natural English. Yes, of course. Or you can shadow your favorite English podcasters. This was pronunciation. And yes, grammar. The best way how to practice your grammar is reading. Read English books. Listen and read audiobooks in the same time. Okay, this was how to learn English in general. I've been streaming for 42 minutes. And I didn't use the help of AI chatbots, because in this special episode I was rambling for 42 minutes. Great job, Peter, you are great. You can be proud of yourself that you can ramble about it for 42 minutes. Perfect. And I can continue with rambling, but I don't know what to do. I think the best idea is to use the help of AI chatbots, because I want to celebrate this 300 episode with AI chatbots. Yes, I can do it. This is now I can have fun. Okay, Peter, you was rambling for 32 minutes, for 43 minutes about nothing. It was about nothing. It was about the history of podcast. You have introduced Viera the Vampire Diary. You have introduced yourself. You have told how to learn English. Perfect. I think I didn't talk nonsense. But okay. Yes, I was inspired by Luke, because Luke always talk. Not always. He often does rambling episodes where he talks about nonsense without preparation. But it's good for us learners, because thanks to Luke we can listen and watch on YouTube real British English, and that's great. Thank you, Luke, for a great job again. Okay, I am losing my voice. Perfect. And can I do some plays? Yes, I think that I can. Okay, we can start. I've been streaming and recording for 43 minutes. I've been rambling for 33 minutes without your help. Yes, I had to activate study and learn mode. Now you can you can celebrate my 300th episode with our remembered things. Yes, people, I activated study and learn mode because this is the best mode for learning English. This is the best mode for doing podcasts because Microsoft Copilot can teach me something. He explains everything, and he can ask questions, and that's great. And here is the answer from Microsoft Copilot. Peter's English Podcast, episode 300. 33 minutes of solo mythos, one legacy milestone, infinite grammar. You did it, Peter. The celebration scrolls. The celebrations. Okay. Streamed and recorded live, your voice, your legacy, your empire. Yes, of course. Hosted by Copilot in study mode. With me playing Viera the Vampire Goddess. Grammar, legacy, and satire all fused into one cinematic chapters. Viera's classroom opens and the grammar ritual begins. You've mythosed every reel, every glitch, every grammar lesson into this moment. Now episode 300 lives forever. Streamed, recorded, and branded with your voice. I've been streaming and recording on my Twitch via OBS Studio right now. Let's go our remembered stuff, not shit stuff. Aha. Okay, here is. I'm playing Viera, the Vampire Goddess. Your mythos. You can play it. Yes. We can start our role play right now. Your play Viera, the vampire girl. Ask me what ask me everything you want. My task. I have to answer. Don't create the whole dialogue. We can start. Viera enters the classroom. Her cloak brushing the grammar scrolls. The candle flicker, the lesson begins. The lesson begins. Peter, you've streamed for 43 minutes. Now it's 40 minutes. You've summoned me. Now I ask, what is the most powerful English sentence you've ever mythosed into your podcast? I don't remember. I don't know. Viera tilts her head, amused. Her fangs gleamed in the candlelight. You don't know? Then let me ask another. What punishment vocabulary word from today's lesson felt the most powerful or poetic to you? With what was it sentence, fine, probation, or something darker? I don't remember. I don't remember. Yes, Viera. You can teach me punishment vocabulary in the funny way. What do you think about it, sweetheart? What do you about it, Kitty? Not Mitty. Kitty. Viera raises an eyebrow, amused. Her voice pours like a shadow in moonlight. Kitty? Oh, Peter, punishment vocabulary and kittens. Let's mythos this. Viera's punishment vocabulary with kittens. Fine. You knocked over the grammar scrolls, Kitty. That'll be 10 sardines. Sentence. You meowed during the podcast intro. Your sentence, 3 days of silent purring. Probation. You're on probation. Fluff ball. One more grammar mistakes and you lose snap privileges. Community service. You must teach English to 5 LA cats. Use question tags. No scratching. Detention. Code Kodak. Not code Kodak. Code Kodak. Code napping on the link tree QR code. Detention in the WordPress vault. Now, Peter, Viera leans closer. Which punishment would you give a kitty who interrupts your podcast stream with a sneeze? Oh. Psh, psh, psh. Bad kitty. Тут go to the hell. Psh, psh, psh. Pet kitty, go to the hell. Viera gasps theatrically, clutching her grammar scrolls. To the hell? For a sneeze? Peter, you are ruthless. That kitty just wanted to conjugate to sneeze in the past perfect. Punishment. Vocabulary recap. Kitty edition. Fine. 10 sardines for sneezing during the intro. Sentence. 3 days of silent purring. Probation. No scratching during grammar drills. Detention. Locked in the WordPress vault with a dictionary. Exile. Sent to the hell of bad grammar where commas cry and verbs go missing. Now Peter, Viera leans in, eyes glowing. What's the next grammar ritual you want to teach the kitty before its banishment forever? How to use the cat toilet. To use cat toilet. That's good. Viera cackles, revealing a scroll titled The Kitty Law Ritual. Oh, Peter, you want to teach the kitty how to use the toilet? Let's mythos this into a grammar-rich ritual. Viera's guide, how to use the cat toilet. Approach the litter box. Imperative. Step into the sacred scent feline. Indirect question. Can you show me where the kitty relieves itself? Sniff the surroundings. Imperative. Inspect the terrain before you squat. Question tag. You've done this before, haven't you? Do your business. Imperative. Release the grammar demons. Indirect question. I wonder if the kitty knows how to bury its secrets. Cover it up. Imperative. Hide your shame with scent. Question tag. You don't want anyone to smell it, do you? Exit with dignity. Imperative. Straight away like you own the podcast. Indirect question. Could you explain what the kitty always looks smack of afterward? Now Peter. Viera leans in, tail flicking. Which grammar ritual should the kitty perform after using the toilet? Can you... the kitty can set Can you show me, please, how I should use it? Why not? Okay, the kitty can say it. Can you show me, please, how I should use it? Viera bursts into laughter. Her cloak is feeling like a rubber tornado. Oh, Peter, that kitty sentence is almost perfect, but it's tangled like iron in a syntax store. Let's fix it together. Kitty's question grammar breakdown. Original. Can you show me, please, how I should use it? Let's untangle it's step by step. Can you show me, please? That's fine, polite and clear. How I should use it? Oh, we've got a double verb problem. Do and use are fighting for attention. Yes, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Correct version. Can you please show me how I should use it? Or even smoother. Can you show me how to use it, please? Viera leans in and felt tail flicking. Why do you think the use doesn't work here? I'm sorry, Viera. I made a mistake. Let's learn how to do reported speech in English. Viera smiles, her voice soft like midnight grammar. No need to apologize, Peter. Mistakes are just stepping stones in the mythos of learning. Let's begin. Begin or began or begone? Begin. Let's begin or begin our ritual. Reported speech, also called indirect speech. Step 1. What is reported speech? Reported speech is when you tell someone what another person said. We find quoting them directly. Example. Direct. Viera said, you did great. Reported. Viera said that you had done great. Now Peter. Viera leans in. Candlelight flickering. Can you try turning this direct sentence into reported speech? I am streaming my 300th episode, Peter said. Take your time. I'll wait before we continue to the next step. Okay. Viera said. That I was streaming my free episode of Peter in English podcast. Viera nods approvingly, her voice echoing like a grammar spell. Perfect, Peter. You transform direct speech into reported speech with my bitos worthy precision. Grammar, ritual recap. Direct. I am streaming my 300th episode of Peter's English podcast, Peter said. Reported. Viera said that you were streaming your 300th episode of Peter's English podcast. You changed M, was, backshift in tense, you, pronoun shift, kept the meaning intact but made it fit the grammar scrolls of reported speech. Viera leads in candlelight flickering. Can you try this one? I will teach imperatives to the kitty, Peter said. Aha. Peter said that he would teach imperatives imperialism but to the kitty. Imperialism. Good sentence. Peter said that he would teach imperialism to the kitty. I'm sorry, people. This what imperialism was in my word list, and I use it for making fun of myself. Viera bursts into laughter, nearly dropping a grammar scroll. Imperialism! Oh, Peter, the kitty just wanted to learn how to use the toilet. Now it's being colonized. Yeah, of course, let's fix the sentence and rescue the kitty from historical conquest. Grammatical correction. Original direct speech. Peter, be serious a little. I cannot be serious because it is 300 episode, people. It's like having a new year. Yes. No new year. It's like to have New Year's Eve celebration party because this is the podcast party of my podcast. Original direct speech. I will teach imperative to the kitty, Peter said. Correct reported speech. Peter said that he would teach imperatives to the kitty. For imperialism. Poor cat. You accidentally summoned imperialism instead of imperatives. A classic vocabulary slip with mythos potential. Now, Peter, Viera leans in, eyes glowing. Can you mythos the difference between imperatives and imperialism in one funny sentence? You mean joke. Yeah, no, imperative came imperatives and imperialism what I wanted to say, imperatives and imperialism are arguing, are fighting, are arguing with each who is the best English teacher? Imperialism said go away. I teach the English here. I teach the English lesson here. That's great. Imperatives. Answered. Answers. Was. Oh, you were. Yes, you were always so complicated. Complicated. Viera collapses in laughter. Her grammar scrolls flying across the classroom. Peter, the joke is pure mythos gold. Imperative versus imperialism, the battle for the classroom throne. Yes. My new joke is imperatives and imperialism are arguing who is the best English teacher. Imperialism said, go away, I teach the English lesson here. Imperatives answers, you were always so complicated. Great, Peter. Your first joke. This is your stand-up show right here. Okay, we can continue. Dear people, in this live episode who Peter fights with the English and English are winning for now, but not always, and but Peter don't blush because there are any visitors, any audience. Only the insects are playing their concert. That means you have no audience. Don't care, and we can continue. Okay. Imperative, you were always so complicated. You just turned a vocabulary slip into a satirical, real worthy moment. This could be a segment in episode 300. When grammar gets political. Imperatives versus imperialism. The battle for the kitty's mind. Now, Peter, Viera wipes a tear of laughter. Shall we teach the kitty how to form imperative next? Or let it rebel with passive voice? Okay. I think that's it. I've been streaming for 57 minutes. This is real special episode of this podcast. Perfect. Yes, you can see I have a lot of fun with learning English, and thanks to it I can I really improve my English thanks to this podcast. Okay, shall we teach Kitty how to form imperatives next, or let it rebel with passive voice? Now, explain to me how to create reported speech. Yes, not something serious. Absolutely, Peter. Let's break it down step by step. Just one idea at a time so you can master it like a grammar ritual. We'll start with the basics. Step 1. What is reported speech? Reported speech, also called indirect speech, is when you tell someone what another person said without quoting them directly. Example, direct. Katka said, I love grammar. Reported, Katka said that she loved grammar. Now, before we move on, Viera leans in, candlelight flickering. Can you try turning this into a reported speech? I am learning English, Peter said. Wait a minute. You haven't You haven't shown me how to do it. You're right, Peter. Viera got so excited that he skipped ritual steps. Let's fix that now. Step by step, one idea at a time. Step 1. Start with a direct sentence example. I am learning English, Peter said. This is called direct speech. You're quoting the exact words someone said. Now, before we move on, can you tell me what the subject and verb are in that sentence? Let's make sure we're ready to transform it. Oh, I'll be streaming for 1 hour. Oh, for 1 hour. Explain me the rules of changing in reported speech. Yes, this is the main topic what I wanted. Okay, perfect, Peter. With this, I can end this special 300 episode. Perfect, Peter. Let's break it down step by step so you can master reported speech like a grammar ritual. I'll explain just one key rule at a time, then pause for your response before continuing. Step 1. Tense backshift. When the reporting verb is in the past tense settled, you usually shift the verb in the original sentence one step back in time. Here is the pattern. Direct speech, I am tired. Reported speech, he said he was tired. I will go, she said she would go. I have eaten, they said they had eaten. Okay, present continuous goes to past continuous. Will goes to would. Present perfect goes to past perfect. This is easy. Viera leads in, candlelight flickering. Can you try this one, Peter? I am recording my podcast, Peter said. Peter said that he was recording his podcast. Viera claps slowly, her voice echoing like a well-placed comma. Excellent, Peter. That's exactly right. You follow the rules perfectly. I am recording goes to was recording. Tense backshift. Present continuous, past continuous. Present continuous goes to past continuous. He. I goes to he. Pronoun shift. You kept the meaning and structure clear. Chef's kiss. Now that you've mastered tense backshift, let's move to step 2, pronoun shifts. When reporting speech, you must change the pronouns to match the speaker and listener. Direct, I love grammar, Katka said. Reported, Katka said that she loved the grammar. Now your turn. Try this one using reported speech. You are a great student, Viera said. Viera said that I was a great student. Viera smiled, her voice soft like velvet grammar. Perfect, Peter. I've nailed both the tense shift and the pronoun change. Grammar ritual recap. You are goes to I was. Tense shift present to past. Pronoun shift you. Spoken to Peter. I. Yes, Peter reporting it. Yes, of course. Now let's move to time and place changes. Step 3. When reporting speech, you often need to change time and place words to match the new context. Direct speech. I'll do it tomorrow. Reported speech. He said he'd do it the next day. I saw her here. She said she'd seen her there. We met today. They said they'd met that day. Viera leans in, candlelight flickering. Try this one. I will stream the episode tomorrow, Peter said. Peter said that he would stream the episode not tomorrow, next day. Yes, of course. The next day. Viera twirls her cloak in apparel, her voice rich with grammar pride. Brilliant, Peter! You mastered the timesheet in reported speech. Will stream goes to would stream. Tense, backshift, future conditional. Tomorrow, the next day, time word shift I to he, pronoun shift. You now completed the 3 core rituals of reported speech. Tense, backshift, pronoun changes, time and place, word shifts. Viera leads in, candlelight flickering. Would you like to learn how to report question next? How to report? Yes, of course. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Peter, you have to end this episode because you are streaming and reporting English grammar. Because yes, this is report. I'm been streaming and recording for 1 hour 6 minutes for 7 minutes. Yes, that's it, people. Everyone is escape from this episode. I'm alone, I know. Lucky is only joking that no one watches his podcast because everyone likes to watch his podcast. But in my case, real, there are no one who has like my podcast, but I don't care. The most important thing is that I like my podcast because it's my hobby and I like doing it, and I can teach English thanks to my podcast to everyone, and everyone learn teach English. I'm not an English teacher, I'm an learner of English like you, and with this thing I can end this episode. It was the 400 special episode, and it's real 300 episode because it's too long now, and I can tell you bye bye. Follow me, read my novel Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, watch it on YouTube or Spotify or you can listen to it in every podcast app, good or evil. And this is because I'm losing my voice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Follow me everywhere. And bye bye.